So let's jump right into things. How do you make money from eToro as a complete beginner? As you guys can see right here, this is eToro. So essentially what eToro is a trading platform. Now, the thing that makes eToro stand out is the thing that is really good about this platform is, as you guys can see right here, we have a news feed. Now, of course, as a beginner, you probably don't know what this is, but think of this platform like Facebook meets Coinbase, for example. So essentially what you have here is you have a selection of different areas, and the unique part of this platform is that you can actually talk to other people and see what other people are buying. As you guys can see right here in my newsfeed, based on the type of stocks that I want to follow, I'm going to be interacting with many different other users. Now, as you guys can see right here, different people are posting different things. Someone's posting about this stock, and of course, as you guys can see, I can literally click this stock right here, and of course, this button right here, I can literally invest if I want to. What's also interesting is that I can also go to the stats bar. As you guys can see right here, I can see the 6 month, I can see the trading chart, and what's also cool about this is I can actually use this to draw tools and many different things. So it's actually very, very good. Now, what's also cool is that we also have a news tab, as you guys can see right here. So if you think that there's going to be any kind of positive or negative news, you guys can see it says positive, neutral, and then of course you guys will see if that is going to affect the stock. Now, the biggest way that you can actually make money from this platform, and the most big reason why people do use eToro, is the social trading aspect of it. So essentially what you want to do is you want to go on Discover, and essentially you guys can see this area right here. So you want to scroll down to Copy Trader. Now, if you're wondering my account balance, I am currently in the virtual one right now. So as you guys can see right here, this is Copy Trader. So essentially what this allows you to do is it allows you to essentially just mirror the portfolios of the top investors. So this just means that if there is a top investor, okay, you can just simply copy their trades and you don't need to do absolutely anything at all. So you guys can see right here, this is a list. This section right here is the list of the top investors. So you guys can see the return over 2 years. Over 2 years, he's posted a return of 73%. Over 2 years, he's posted 33%. Over 2 years, he's posted 127%. So you guys can get the idea. From there, you guys can essentially go ahead and click these guys and essentially copy their trades. So you guys can see on the button on the top right here, you guys can click this button. And of course, essentially what this allows you to do is this will allow you to copy that person's trade. Now, the reason this is actually pretty cool is because if you're able to copy someone's trade, essentially what this means is invest very smartly without actually doing any work. So as you guys can see right here, it shows their risk level, and as you guys can see right here, it says this is his risk score. So a risk score level of 2, you guys can see right here, 2 shows us that his risk is very, very low. If someone's risk score was level 10, of course you guys would see that their risk level is completely 10, and it means it's likely to be volatile, meaning you can have super gains and super losses. Now essentially all you would want to do is click this copy button right here. Then of course you would simply invest the amount that you want, okay, over a certain amount of time. So it would say close the investment. Also right here you guys can see there's a box underneath, and essentially what this does is this protects your losses. So let's say, for example, you had $10,000 that you wanted to invest in, and of course you didn't want to lose more than, let's say, $1,000. You didn't want your investment to drop below $9,000. You would say, okay, close the investment if it drops below $9,000. So of course, as you guys can see right there, it shows if the value drops below 88% or $9,000, of course, that is going to be something it closes. So, of course, as you guys can say, this means if when you once you tick this box, you copy the open trades. And as a beginner, you can put your money on this platform and simply copy their open trades. Now, you don't actually have to do anything right here. This is 100% completely passive. And if I click invest, it's going to go ahead and for the next year or so, it's going to copy their trades. Now, as you guys can see, you can go ahead and look at similar traders right here and see their active thing. Now, what's make this so good, guys, is you can actually see what's inside their portfolio, what they're buying. You can see what they're holding, how much they've been selling, exactly what's been giving them a large profit. You guys can see exactly what they're buying. You can also see the statistics. You can see every single month that they've made money. You guys can see the performance. Of course, you guys can see 2022. You guys can see how much they made every single month, some red months, some green months. It's definitely a very, very interesting way to do this. And of course, they do have an area where you can talk with people as well. So that is going to be the main feature of eToro, and like I said, it's definitely very good. Now there's many different ways that you can actually trade as well. So for example, let's say I wanted to go onto my watch list right here, and this is the default watch list that they give you. But let's say, for example, I wanted to trade Tesla. I don't know if the stock market is open right now. I think the stock market just opened. So essentially what we can do here is you can of course trade. Now you can of course trade using leverage as well. So you can, even if you only have $1,000 to start, you can then of course use 5 times leverage, guys. And of course, this means that you can increase your position size. So what's also interesting about this, guys, is that you also don't want to have a situation where the overnight fee ruins you, because of course, as you guys can see right here, when you trade with the leverage, guys, there is an overnight fee, because of course you're using someone else's money. You guys can see the overnight fee. I'm not sure if you guys can see, you might have to zoom in. It's $4 on a weekend and $1 per day. So that means every single day, that is going to be the fee that you pay to etoro for using their money. Now, if you just use number one leverage, normal leverage, then you're not going to be paying that much. Depending on the leverage you use, there's going to be an increased fee, because of course you're borrowing that money. Now, understand that of course buying any significant amount of Tesla, of course, as you guys can see, it actually shows right here the real value of our actual trade. And of course, essentially what you want to do here, guys, is of course I would experiment with the virtual account first, because this is going to get you to grips. It's going to be able to show you how you can actually use the platform to make money. Now, of course, if you don't want to buy, you think a stock's going to go down, you can do sell. Of course, is essentially shorting the market. So of course, this is going to be something that you can easily do. And then, of course, we've got different ones you can order here. So essentially what you want to order. And if you think Tesla's going to go to 120, you can do order. And then you can hit 120 and say, okay, when Tesla is 120, I want $2,500 to go in. And of course, you guys can see the rate there. So that is something you can do. And of course, it will be bought with leverage. And of course, you guys can see you can set your take profits and stuff like that. So that is something that you can do. What's also interesting as well is that you can literally talk to all these people that are investing in Tesla and see their stuff. So you guys can see this person's asking, is it going up or down? And the reason I chose Tesla is because it's a very interesting stock at the moment. So it's definitely very, very interesting. And what's also interesting as well is that you can also see, I think you can see the market sentiment as well, because you know, it's definitely something that, you know, you need to look at. And if you also want to look at the company's balance sheets, you can see whether it's going up or down. Of course, you guys can see overall there's an uptrend. Of course, you guys can see the net income is also going, it's actually pretty stagnant, but it's still in quite an uptrend. So as you guys can see, it's definitely really, really interesting. And you guys can see the last 3 years for Tesla have been absolutely insane. So all of that stuff, okay. And when you go to the analysis tab, I think this is where we have some really good indicators. I'm just not sure if this is working. Yeah. So you guys can see that right here, we have the analysis tab. Now you can go to any stock, click the analysis tab right here. So just click analysis. And then essentially when you scroll down, it shows you if it's a buy or not. Now people will be saying, it shows you if based on the 16 analysts offering a recommendation on Tesla, it says moderate buy. It shows you also the prediction, okay? The prediction is that it's going to be at 232, which is an 87% gain based on 16 ranked analysts. And of course, as you guys can see, over the next 12 months, people are targeting 429, of course, 258, and of course, $87 at the bearish estimate. So it gives you a nice area on what you want to do. And of course, you guys can see it links to the article, so you can read the article because they actually post these for the public. Of course, you guys can see Tesla, yada yada yada. And of course, as you guys can see right here, when you scroll down, you can see a lot more information about this stock. So you guys can see that the sentiment, of course, you guys can see this negative sentiment. Sentiment essentially just means how people are viewing the stock right now. So if I were to say sentiment is bullish, that means people are buying the stock and everyone wants the stock. If I were to say sentiment is negative, that means everyone is selling. So there's many other ways as well. You can invite friends as well. Of course, as you guys can see right here for eToro, if you want to make money with eToro, okay, all you need to do is go to this link as well. And essentially what you want to do is copy this link and essentially invite them. Once you are able to invite them, guys, they essentially what you do is they're able to actually earn that money. So I've got this link in the description, so you're going to be able to literally earn money from this link if you use yours as well. For example, if you have friends and family and you want to share this link with them, you're going to be able to earn money from that link, because as long as they sign up and as long as they use that platform, then that's easily $50 per day in your account. So there's many different ways that you can use this platform to make money. And I definitely think the two interesting ways that you can do this are by number one, referring people, and number two, just copy investing the best traders. And definitely just leaving it there. Maybe just leaving $1,000 with the best copy traders is definitely going to be something that you can do. So with that being said, let me know what you think about eToro. I personally think this is a great platform, a great way to earn money. I do use this every now and again to do some trades. And it's definitely very good because you can also use the crypto space as well. As you guys can see right here, it's not just a platform in which you have a situation that the coins are just like, you know, just the standard ones. There are loads and loads of coins that you can actually use on here.